May we begin?
Please.
Thank you, Wonders. We have a group here that has all kinds of questions.
Please.
Greetings, Wonders. It's Jeff.
Greetings, Jeff.
I have a question about a condition our society has called depression. Could you comment on what people deem as depression?
Most individuals, when they perceive themselves as depressed, they perceive it as it being a hormonal imbalance within the body, chemical imbalance within the brain. Yes, those are the manifestations, but that's not the cause. The cause really is the mind. When you are depressed, your mind is basically saying, not interested in going there, you can't make me, don't bother me. And so the resultant is the mind shuts down. And in shutting down, basically, the mind is saying to the body, don't stimulate, don't activate, and please, whatever you do, do not play. And so depression begins. The mind continues to reduce itself, to contract itself, and in so doing then, literally stops itself from exploring, expanding. And at that point, then existence starts to contract as well. And then, of course, like everything else that goes on in the world, one choice leads to another, which leads to another, and eventually what you have is a never-ending cycle of contraction. And it isn't until different choices made, a choice to end the contraction, that individuals move away from depression. Some individuals, still not recognizing the power that they have to choose, look to medication as a way of changing their self-feeling. So they medicate. They use SSRIs. They use all kinds of drugs to, some of them use little LSD, little pot, in order to, in effect, move themselves away from that depressive state. Some drink. Of course, that has the opposite effect. But when they do so, they think that, oh, now I can choose, because now I'm no longer depressed, or at least I'm controlled. And eventually what happens is that they stay on drugs long enough that the mind says, okay, I'm tired of this, I'm going to choose differently. And at that point, they choose differently, move out of depression. They then credit the drugs they've taken to move out of depression, when in actual fact, it was just the mind making a different choice. You see?
Thank you.
We thank you, dear friend.